think you know absolutely everything about your cat. Well, you might be surprised. Even the most caring owners sometimes overlook simple, yet highly effective tips. Today, we're going to share 7 unusual cat care tips with you. These tips may surprise you, but they can help make your furry friend's life even better. Ready to discover the secrets to a happy cat? Cats are amazing creatures with ancient instincts. Often, their strange behaviour is simply a result of these instincts. Understanding your cat's nature is key to proper care. Sometimes the simplest changes to their routine can bring huge benefits. Let's explore how you can easily improve care for your purring companion. Our first helpful tip is all about water. It might sound obvious, but the location of your cat's water bowl is incredibly important. This all comes down to ancient instincts. In the wild, cats instinctively avoid drinking water near where they hunt or eliminate. It's a survival instinct designed to prevent them from getting sick. This instinct remains strong even in our domesticated feline friends. If the water bowl is right next to their food or litter box, your cat might feel uncomfortable drinking from it. They'll simply drink less water. Not getting enough water is very dangerous for their health. This is particularly hard on their kidneys and urinary tract, which are often vulnerable areas for cats. So, what can you do? The solution is simple. Move the water bowl away from their food and as far away from the litter box as possible. Choose a quiet, safe location where your cat feels secure. For example, in a different room, or even just on the opposite side of the kitchen. Even better, consider placing multiple water bowls in different spots around your home. This is particularly helpful in larger homes or if you have multiple cats. Having several water sources encourages them to drink more frequently throughout the day. And of course, always prioritize cleanliness. Make sure the water is fresh every single day and wash the bowl regularly. This simple step, getting the water location right, can significantly improve your cat's hydration. It supports their overall health and makes their life more comfortable by respecting their natural instincts. It might seem like a small thing, but it makes a big difference. Alright, let's move on to the second important point: feeding. Owners often complain their cat eats too fast. They literally inhale their food in just a few minutes. Or, on the other hand, some cats get bored and show no interest in their bowl. And sometimes they get enough to eat, but they're left without any mental stimulation. In the wild, a cat doesn't just find food. They hunt, they stalk, they chase, they catch. It's a whole process that takes time and energy. Feeding from a regular bowl completely eliminates this process. The food just sits there waiting. This might be convenient for us, but it's not always beneficial for the cat. So, what can you do? Try using puzzle feeders, or, as they're also called, interactive feeders. These are special devices that make your cat work to get their food, so it's not instantly available. The cat has to put in effort. They might need to push kibble with their paw, shake it out of holes, or navigate a maze. This turns regular feeding into an engaging game, kind of like a mini hunt. What are the benefits of this method? First, your cat eats slower. This improves digestion and reduces the risk of overeating or vomiting. Second, it provides excellent mental and physical stimulation. Your cat uses both their brain and body. This helps relieve stress and boredom. It's especially helpful for indoor cats who spend a lot of time inside. There are many different types of these feeders available, from simple balls with holes to complex mazes and towers. You can start with something simple, or even make something similar yourself. The main thing is to make your cat work a little bit for their food. Not only is it beneficial, but it's also fascinating to watch. This way, you're helping to satisfy their natural instincts, and you're making the feeding process more meaningful and healthy. It's a small change that makes a big difference. Now let's talk about the litter box, a spot many cats have strong opinions about, and sometimes that leads to problems. One of the most common tips you hear is to get multiple litter boxes, or use special, expensive litter. But there's one very simple life hack that's often overlooked. It's related to the size of the box itself. Have you ever noticed how your cat prepares before doing their business? They circle, they dig, they choose just the right spot. All of that requires space. The standard litter boxes sold in pet stores are often too small. They might be convenient for us to save space, but for a cat, it's like trying to use a tiny airplane bathroom. Uncomfortable, cramped, and just plain awkward. A cat needs enough space to turn around, to stretch out fully, to dig and cover their business comfortably. If the box is too small, a cat can start to feel stressed and may even completely refuse to use it, which can lead to accidents outside the box. The solution? Try using something larger than a regular litter box. For example, a plastic storage container. Yes, a simple one you can buy at a hardware or home goods store. Choose a size that's large enough. The sides shouldn't be too high, so your cat can get in easily, but not too low that the litter spills out. This kind of box is much more spacious, gives your cat freedom of movement, allows them to feel more confident and comfortable, and it usually costs less than large specialised litter boxes. It's a simple but very effective method. It helps prevent litter box issues and makes your cat's life significantly more pleasant in one of the most important spots for them. Give it a try and you'll see the difference. Here's a quick tip focusing on a common challenge for cat owners, scratching posts, and how to finally protect your furniture from your cat's claws. Many people buy a scratching post, but the cat ignores it and keeps scratching the couch. What's going on? It all comes down to your cat's natural instincts. Cats don't just scratch out of spite, it's a fundamental need. They're shedding the old layers of their claws, marking their territory with both visible signs and scent from their paws, and getting a good stretch to exercise their muscles. For your cat to choose the scratching post over your favourite chair, it has to be appealing to them. And there are a few key factors often overlooked. First, the material. Not all cats love sisal. Some prefer cardboard, while others might like wood or carpet. Try offering a few different types, but even more critical are stability and height. Your cat needs to feel secure when they're scratching. If the post is wobbly, they probably won't use it. It must be sturdy and stable. And height. Remember, cats love to stretch out completely when they scratch. Standard scratching posts are often too short. They don't allow for a full stretch, which is why cats often go for tall vertical surfaces like the back of a sofa or a door frame. An ideal scratching post should be tall enough for your cat to stand on their hind legs and fully extend, comfortably scratching with their front paws. Also, placement is important. Put the scratching post in a spot where your cat likes to sleep or spend a lot of time, or even right next to the area they've already started damaging. Offer them a better alternative, a vertical, stable and tall enough post made from a material your cat actually likes. This approach is much more effective than just buying the first post you see. Help your cat satisfy their natural instinct the right way, and your furniture will thank you. Now let's move on to our fifth tip. This one is all about how important height is for cats. Many owners really underestimate this, but for a cat, vertical space is incredibly significant. Why? Yep, it's those instincts again. Being up high makes a cat feel safe and secure. They can observe everything happening from above. It's about being above the situation. It's a place for rest, a place to watch the world go by, and even a safe retreat if something spooks them. If a cat doesn't have access to these high-up spots, they might feel uncomfortable, they could feel vulnerable, or simply get bored. So, how can you use this knowledge? Set up spots for your cat at different heights. The easiest way is to clear off a shelf on a closet or shelving unit. Add a soft mat or blanket there. Or just let your cat relax on the windowsill. If you can, put up shelves specifically for cats. Or get a cat tree, a multi-tiered structure. The more different heights your cat has access to, the better. This could be a tall cat bed, a shelf on the wall, or even the top of your kitchen cabinets, assuming it's safe up there. These spots don't just give your cat a sense of security, they enrich their environment, offering extra opportunities for play and exploration. If you have multiple cats, vertical space helps them spread out and manage their territory and avoid conflict. It's a simple way to make your home more stimulating and secure for your feline friend, and you'll see how happily they use these new lookout spots. Try looking at the world from a cat's perspective, from up high. Let's talk about grooming, that is, taking care of your cat's coat. For many cats, especially long-haired breeds, regular brushing is crucial. It helps prevent matting, reduces the amount of swallowed hair, and simply keeps their coat healthy and beautiful. But what if your cat absolutely hates being brushed, hisses, scratches, or just runs away at the sight of a brush? Of course, you can try to gradually get your cat used to the brush, associating it with something pleasant, like treats. But there's another, less obvious method, one that's based on their natural behaviour. Cats are very clean creatures, and they constantly groom themselves by licking, using their rough, barbed tongues, but they also love to groom each other, or even their favourite humans. Just think about how a cat gently licks your hand or hair. They don't just do this for cleaning, but also to show affection and transfer their scent. So, what can we do? Instead of forcing the brush, try imitating natural grooming. Use your hands. Simply pet your cat, but not just any petting. Use light, stroking motions in the direction of their coat growth, mimicking the action of a tongue. Some people even use a special grooming glove with soft rubber bristles or nubs. This feels to the cat like a gentle petting, and at the same time it helps gather loose or shedding fur. This method is often much better received than a regular brush, especially on sensitive areas, or for cats who've had negative grooming experiences. Now, this won't replace full brushing for very thick or long coats, but it's a great way to keep their coat in good condition between full grooming sessions, and most importantly, it strengthens your bond with your cat, because for them, it's part of social interaction and showing affection. So, try licking your cat with your hands. All right, we've reached the 7th and final tip. This one is about the most important thing, your connection with your cat. Many people think cats are hard to understand, that they're so independent and mysterious, but actually, cats are constantly talking to us. They just do it through body language, not words. By observing your cat, you can learn a lot about their mood, about their wants and needs. The main secret is learning to read these signals. One of the most expressive indicators is the tail. A tail held high with a slight twitch at the tip. That's a sign of happiness and greeting. A bushy tail arched like a U. That's fear or aggression. Best to keep your distance. A tail slowly swishing back and forth. Don't confuse this with a dog's wagging. For cats, it often means irritation or intense focus before a pounce. But it's not just about the tail. Look at the ears, pointed forward. Interest and curiosity. Pinned back against the head. Fear or readiness to defend. Turned sideways. Alertness or annoyance. And the eyes. A slow blink is often called a cat kiss and signals trust. If your cat looks at you and slowly closes and opens their eyelids, try doing the same back. It's a wonderful way to show you're not a threat. Widely dilated pupils when the light is normal can suggest fear or high excitement. Limbs and body posture matter too. A cat lying on their back, exposing their belly, that's a sign of great trust. But beware, it's not always an open invitation for a belly rub. Sometimes it's a trap, a tense, crouch position, ready to pounce or defend themselves. By learning to notice these subtleties, you can better understand how your cat is feeling. You can react appropriately to their signals and build a more harmonious relationship. This doesn't cost a thing, only your attention and a desire to get to know your pet. And that's the most valuable tip, learning to listen to your cat in their own language. All right, so we've covered some less obvious but incredibly useful tips. For instance, simply moving your cat's water bowl can encourage them to drink more. And using a puzzle feeder turns mealtime into an engaging game, which is great for digestion and mental stimulation. These small changes can significantly improve your pet's quality of life and strengthen your bond. Pretty amazing, right? Thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you found these tips helpful, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos about our beloved pets. And let me know in the comments which of these tips surprised you the most, or perhaps you have your own secret cat care tips.